Hey, what's up, guys? Corbett Chandler with Apex Current. Excuse me, just taking a swig of water. My whole family's getting over this swine flu or whatever it is that's been going around, but finally feeling a little better. And hey, wanted to show you another case study. This one will be for Iron Tribe Fitness, who is a client, and this is a little different. Instead of an e-commerce company, this is a service business, and so we had a certain process that our leads would come through, or prospects would come through as leads, and they fill out an application. So they'd answer sort of revealing questions that would become um, ammunition for our salespeople to actually use when they follow up with these people and get on the phone. And this is a system that we were taught by Brad Bearden, who's my mentor, who runs all of Frank Kern's marketing now. And Frank Kern is like the godfather of internet marketing. And so it was his system. We deployed it. I managed it. I pressed all the buttons. I built everything from soup to nuts. And again, we had a significant amount of success with it. So show you my screen here. You can see the Iron Tribe accounts, and there was, and this is over about a 6-month period, there was a significant amount of dollars spent, and we had a number of accounts running. You can see this one account here spent $50,000 over that lifespan. Here's another one, 47. But it's a significant spend, and especially if you think about the fact that these are local gyms. So the gyms that I pressed the buttons for, where I managed everything and looked at KPIs, we were spending a significant amount of dollars, and there were 6 gyms in Birmingham and then another 2 in Atlanta. So very, very hyper-focused local campaigns. We were rolling through, or I was rolling through, 400 ads a week for these gyms because of some things that were going on. And so it was a massive sort of campaign to run through. Like everything, we have our KPIs, and that's how we manage the marketing side of things, all the way through to really the sales side in a process like this. And so you can see here, cost per click $1.45, cost per lead $7.23, and then cost per application, again, that's that questionnaire that they had to fill out, is $36.13. So this was a big goal of mine for all of our ad sets. I would look at things at the targeting level, and the ad set is where you do your targeting. So you decide your gender, age, interest, things like that. I would look at the ad sets we rolled out and then see if they were converting in within KPI. If they were, I would up the spend on those gradually so I didn't break the algorithm, and then maybe duplicate those ad sets and push out a bigger spend for that audience that was converting. And then I would turn off the ones that weren't, and I would really kind of day trade with these interests and audiences. So that was the key metric. The rest of these are really more for the sales staff and sales team, and if you have a service business, we would develop these as well. But as I go into the account, I want to show you a few different examples. So let's go to Atlanta. Where was that? Now keep in mind, we're not currently running this campaign. Iron Tribe's not. They've switched over to another campaign called Gym Launch that I'm running for them, which is going well. We'll go here to our ad set level, again, where the targeting is running, who we are trying to bring into our funnel. Let me just go back on the dates here. I believe we rolled Atlanta out in May. I'll just look at May through July on our dates. And then I set up a custom dashboard. So I do this based off the custom conversions that I set up, which are my goals, telling Facebook and the algorithm, I want people to hit this page as a lead, or I want people to hit this page as a registration, which is that application form. And then I can track my cost per lead and my cost per registration or application, that questionnaire. So we'll pull this up, and let's see here. I believe it is still processing. There we go. It's just not in any sort of order here. Again, keep in mind we're not running this campaign anymore. So if you look at, you can see the overall spend here. If you look at the dates, again, I just ran May through July, so we've got a few months there, and then I've got my 28-day lead. The campaign was called our 28-day campaign, 28-day application, and my cost per lead and application. Again, this was my main goal, keeping that under $36, knowing that ad set, these individuals that we're targeting based off the interests, were going to convert under $36, and that meant that's the ad set I wanted to push all my resources or dollars to. And so as I scroll down, you can see here, this guy, he got a number of applications in, 17, but at some point he rolled outside of our KPIs, so I probably turned him off. We'll just scroll down. And again, any of these ones that aren't running, either I rolled out after the fact, so they didn't roll during these months, or they weren't converting and we turned them off pretty quickly. But you can see here, all of these other ad sets. So you've got this one that we were running at $29, $17, $29, $43. So that one at some point got above KPI, so I would have turned that off. You got this one at 21, 12, 11. Again, a number of these running, and they're all well below that KPI that I was looking at of $36. And we were rolling out this campaign at $5 a day each ad set, and then we would up the spend as we saw success. So this Fabletics ended up at $20 per day, and we're running multiple ad sets, but because it was performing so well, and you can see the leads and the applications that were coming in off of these. And these, again, these applications are giving our salespeople the ammunition they need to convert and make sales. Look at this guy, page 2, not page 3. So this was a retargeting ad. So it's never going to be completely within KPI because it's a smaller audience, right? We're trying to target people that now have clicked on page 1 but didn't make it to page 2, or page 2 and not 3. So that audience condenses down, so that gets us outside of KPI, but that's still, those are primo audiences there because those people have kicked the tires or engaged, and now we want to try to convert them. And so if you're an e-commerce company, that would be like someone who added to cart or initiated checkout, maybe put in their credit card information but didn't press buy, right? And so we're retargeting those individuals. So this is how that worked. I can show you a couple other accounts as well. Let's go into and again, we rolled a number of accounts for this campaign. It was absolutely insane, but very successful. Overall, just so you know, I think we spent around $250,000 and the return was $1 million. So it was a 4-to-1 return on this campaign. Here, we'll go to this account. I'm not sure this is the one I wanted to show, but it shouldn't matter. And let's look at, this one might have rolled out later. Let's go to the custom dashboard. So this is August through October. So you can see here, this account would have been one where, based off these dates, what I'm looking at, it's not within KPI. So a lot of these, I would say, you know, you can see they're turned off. We didn't run for very long. Here's one that is within KPI. But if it wasn't successful, if what we ran we didn't see convert, we would have been turning those ads off and they wouldn't have run for a long time, not seeing nearly as big of a spend in this account over those few months because it wasn't finding success. But as you saw in Atlanta's account, we spent $37,000 over that time period, few month time period, because we were, and that was again for just two local gyms within the Atlanta market. And so we set up these custom conversions and custom audiences so that we can retarget, and we look at these KPIs based off what we put together on a KPI calculator. Again, 289 was our sell. Someone sat down in the chair. We were selling them on a $289 28-day program. So we would spend up to $144.50 to get that individual in the chair. And for the marketing side, that $36 was the magic number. So hopefully you enjoyed this presentation. I'm going to do some more of these case studies. I want you guys to see these results. They're very, very important. But this is how we're able to track and show you exactly what happened with your campaign and why it is that I believe in what we do. Because there's no impressions, there's no awareness, there's cash in, cash out. That's what we care about. And ultimately connecting you with your audience so that it's a win-win, right? So thanks so much, guys. Appreciate you watching, and take care.